Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Top 25 Worst SpongeBob Episodes Part 2. Number 19 is Squidward from Season 4. When Squidward refuses to play, SpongeBob makes a puppet of Squidward and takes it to the Krusty Krab, and everyone likes it. It annoys Squidward. It dances and plays clarinet, which I don't think is better than Squidward, but it is in the episode. That was ridiculous. A puppet is loved by everyone, and Squidward was hated. In the episode Stuck in a Winger from Season 7, SpongeBob dries himself in his winger but gets stuck. Patrick puts Forever Glue on him. SpongeBob can't work and Patrick tries to make him happy. He gives him ice cream but SpongeBob can't swallow it. Patrick takes him to the amusement park but SpongeBob can't win anything and gets harmed on the rides. He gets ticked and blames Patrick. Everyone thinks he's a jerk. It is Patrick's fault. At the end, SpongeBob and Patrick cry, and it melts the hard glue. No, crying solves nothing. Then they get stuck in a winger. Number 18 is Sweet and Sour Squid from Season 8. Plankton spies on Squidward. Squidward complains that nobody appreciates his music. Plankton thinks Squidward knows the secret formula. Failing many attempts to befriend Squidward, Plankton learns from SpongeBob that Squidward has an interest for music. Plankton listens to Squidward's music and it is unbearable. He wears earplugs and pretends to like his music. Meanwhile, everyone hates his music and finds it unbearable. They throw veggies at him and escape when they hear his music. The lifeguard even jumped into the water to escape the noise. Plankton cheers for Squidward. He asks him what Krabby Patties are made out of. Squidward says he only works the cash register and does not know. This angers Plankton, but Squidward says his help made him hit high notes, which break glass. The earbuds come out of Plankton's ears and the music is insanely unbearable. Plankton snatches the clarinet and runs away. Squidward chases him in panic, but runs into SpongeBob. They fall down the stairs as Plankton escapes. However, Plankton is surrounded by officers who say that they received hundreds of complaints from citizens of an excruciating noise and he was the only one holding an instrument. SpongeBob tries to explain that Plankton does not play clarinet, but Mr. Krabs covers his mouth. What? Where did Mr. Krabs come from? The police arrest Plankton and run over Squidward's clarinet, smashing it. First of all, Squidward's music is not unbearable. Second of all, screw you, Mr. Krabs, you jerk who randomly came in the episode. Third, the police violated laws. And they were the villains in my opinion. For Plankton did not really do anything wrong. Number 17 is Slumber Party from Season 6. Mr. Krabs' daughter, Pearl, has a slumber party and kicks out Mr. Krabs from his house. Mr. Krabs is worried that Pearl and her friends will destroy the house. With desperation, he hires SpongeBob to steal what they are doing. SpongeBob begs Pearl to let him come to the sleepover. She gives in, and guess what happens? SpongeBob wastes and destroys Mr. Krabs' root beer cellar, not to mention ripping his newspapers. Mr. Krabs is shocked and blames Pearl for the massive destruction. She yells that SpongeBob is actually responsible for all the damage. Screw you, SpongeBob! As a rebellious teenager, Pearl forces Mr. Krabs to pay for an unaffordable party at the beach. Mr. Krabs is not allowed to enter the party. Pearl is a rude, onerous teenager. SpongeBob is not trustworthy. I felt pity for Mr. Krabs. Sorry. Number 16 is Cephalopod Lodge from Season 6. In the beginning of the episode, SpongeBob is suspicious why Squidward is exceptionally happy at the Krusty Krab. He and Patrick secretly follow Squidward on the bus until he enters a secret destination. Squidward does a secret handshake with one of the cephalopods. Those are mollusks. There are many characters of this kind. Suddenly, a secret initiation is an occurrence, and it ends happily with clapping and cheerfulness until Squidward and SpongeBob are seen. Everyone, including Squidward, is shocked. Squidward asks Patrick and SpongeBob what they are doing here. Brother Squidward, for thousands of years, no one's witnessed this secret initiation, said someone. SpongeBob and Squidward are kicked out. Patrick is too. Squidward is calmly depressed and walks home, but SpongeBob creates a club and annoys him. With a knock on the door, Squidward answers it and gets kidnapped in a bag. But there's worse to come. Oh, I forgot to mention that Spongebob and Patrick tell the cephalopod that it was not Squidward's fault. Then whose fault was it? He asks. Maybe it was your fault, says Patrick. Squidward is never allowed in this lodge again. It was not SpongeBob's fault according to Patrick, although it really was. SpongeBob says that it's not Patrick's fault either. SpongeBob and Patrick take Squidward to Jellyfish Fields for an initiation, which is to get your tongue stung by a jellyfish. Squidward attempts to escape, but Patrick forces him to do the initiation, and it is painful. Squidward receives a costume that morning, assuming that there were his robes. Instead, it is a chicken costume. Squidward furiously rips the costume into pieces. SpongeBob uses a sock to be an albino eel to scare the lodge and make Squidward a hero. The eel scares the lodge and Squidward tells the eel to go away and hits it. Collapses, making the lodge cheer for Squidward and give him his robes. SpongeBob and Patrick, the two imbeciles, clap, kicking out Squidward. Squidward is forced to repeat the initiation. Why on earth did SpongeBob not mind his own business? Can't they do something else? Don't you know when to be on scene? That was unexcusable to kidnap Squidward. Number 15 is To Love a Patty. From Season 5. SpongeBob is obsessed with the Krabby Patty and won't give it to Squidward to give to the customer because it is perfect. He sings a 2-minute terrible song about being in love with it. He takes the patty on a date and as it smells. SpongeBob eats the spoiled patty with love and the end. That did not make sense at all. Well, part 3 is coming up soon. Sorry, I'm out of time. Good night.